Hi guys, and welcome back to the Female Esports League second Valorant Open. We are finally, after 2 whole days of games, about ready to head into game for our grand finals best of three series. It's gonna be Celeste, of course, reigning champions from our first season of the FSL Valorant Open, going up against Thai team Ahvuvulurant, who I I'm a be bias caster here for a second, and this is actually the grand final that I've been so hyped to see since I saw the 32 teams that registered for this tournament. I mean, Celeste, of course, reigning champions. Not much else that we can add there that we haven't said already, but Vuvulurant as well. They've been having such a great showing all throughout group stages, as well as semis and earlier today. Also, subbing in for them right now, this time is going to be Ginny over on their team. And Ginny has a very she's a professional FPS player, so she's played in a lot of CS:GO tournaments. This is actually her very first female tournament. She's so good. She's in a mixed gender team.
Yeah.
She's the only girl on her team. This is her first time actually attending.
And she was also playing in the She was also playing
She's
in
in the Valorant Open
yeah.
Pacific
and
region for
also
Southeast Asia.
the
Yep.
Southeast Asian Invitationals. When I was participating in Southeast Asian Invitationals, she was actually one of the participants for Team Thailand.
Yep, she
Yeah.
used to be on Team Myth as well, the Thai team. And I mean, she's been on a bunch of teams. She's bagged a whole bunch of winnings
Yeah.
for her team in terms of competition wins as well. So I think it's going to be, I kind of want to say the story going here is going to be, Celeste, defending champions, all of them immortals and above. And Ginny, meanwhile, on Ahvuvulurant, of course, her four teammates are also really
Yeah.
good.
The lowest is Diamond 3 and the rest is Immortal actually. And
Yep.
Kohaibi as well as Ginny is actually Immortal 3. Just one step away from Radiant. And that's quite a flex.
This is a
quite a
stacked
flex.
final that we've got here.
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
And I'm actually kinda I wanna see if there's any difference between Celeste and Ahvuvulurant.
I mean, there will be because one team's gonna come out on top, no matter how small
Yeah,
the
but I
difference
want to
between
see
them
if
is.
there's gonna be a big difference or not because there's a lot of experience coming out from the Thai team. And for those who don't know, Thailand is a country filled with FPS gamers. Man. The gamers, men, women, male or female, they're all really good at the FPS game. So when it comes to FPS games, you always think about Thai players, right? So I'm very curious to see the difference between these two teams. But then I'm not going to count out Celeste because they are the favorites coming out first in the previous season, and now season 2 coming out.
Yeah,
in
I mean,
finals
Celeste,
football.
they used to be pro in CSGO before
Yep.
switching over to Valorant recently. Also, they train 3 to 4 days a week. They train really hard. But yeah, we will see. We'll see how it shakes up. I think that's been the story of FSL Valorant Open so far. Is just that because this time, for example, when we opened the tournament to 32 teams instead of 24, because we had 2 large groups of 16 teams, it always takes a while, and we don't have any cross group games up until the playoff stages, which is today. So this is really the first time that we're going to see how these two teams who've topped their groups and then went on to win quarters and semis will face off against each other. So I'm hyped. I hope we go to all 3 games this time finally. But guys, we are in with game number 1 of our grand finals of the FSL Valorant Open season number 2. We are on Bind this time around. It is going to be Celeste on the defensive side. Ahvuvulurant is going to be starting out on the attack. If the last semifinal series anything to go by, Celeste definitely shine on the attacking side, but it doesn't mean that they're bad on defense. It just means that, when they're on the attacking side, first it really lets their communication, their aggressiveness really shine. So we'll see how this one starts out, pistol round, of course.
So this time around, it will be none other than Invincible on the stage, which is kind of interesting. Earlier on, she was actually playing the Omen, and this time around, opting out for a Sage instead. They don't have an
Running
Omen
through
this
labs.
time, but they have a Wow.
Well,
I want
Phoenix
to
getting
point.
taken out by Ginny right at the start.
Yeah.
And Neri this time going for the Phoenix Sova shot in the head as well. Already 3 members down on the side of Ahvuvulurant though.
I want to point something out
Oh,
here that
what a fast win.
on the attacking side, which is none other than um, Ahvuvulurant, they have a Cypher as well as a Sova in their team, and that's going to be quite an interesting way to deal with the attacking phase, because they know that they're on the attacking side first, and if you know that you're usually on the attacking side first, you want to be able to win more, and you probably know that you're going to be on attacking first. It's better to actually go for a more offensive type of strategy and maybe go for an Omen Brimstone, but this time around they're going to go for the Cypher Sova on attacking, and it's going to be a little bit tough to penetrate to, especially towards the mid side. Right now, as I say that, they will be going through its mid instead, popping out the cameras just to see whether they can actually find some information, but the camera has been taken off by Vincible. Definitely should check out up top. There, we'll be able to spot out the head of the stage, and Vincible will get taken out. So they're going to shoot this wall down and push him straight through, but Taretio will be able to take down Nyanko with the 8 shells, and Iceberg take down 2, Yoki and Aurel as well, before getting taken out by Ginny, and right now they're going to wall it up. Get this really early plant, but no, Taretio comes in with the boombot, takes down Muffin, and Ginny's the only one alive. It's a 1v2 situation. Oh, beautifully played there, knowing that the rotations are coming in, knowing that the remaining 2 players were actually rotating, hearing the footsteps as well, but getting the really good headshots first, but unfortunately he doesn't have the armor to actually survive that.
Yeah, I mean, going through teleporters is always a bit of a risk because you make so
Weapon
much sound when you go through that. So props to Celeste. Of course, they had the quick rotation. They heard the teleporter sound. They instantly rotated back out towards mid, where you get that very good angle just straight down to the teleporter exit before Ginny could go in towards Hookah. And that was where they picked up the kill. Nicely done.
Now 2-0 the score. Pretty much convincing so far from Celeste. I feel like Celeste has been doing a really good job in this mid-push defense. And surprisingly, from what I can see, they are still adamant to try to see if they can actually penetrate through this mid-push. Not really sure. I think they might want to try to test out the waters here to find out whether this mid-push is really hard to push.
Right here.
And again, you can tell Taretio coming from the backside. Yoki comes in, finishes off the rotation. Now they know that Showers is open. Now they know that only 2 players remaining here in A. They might force a rotation shift from the Phoenix, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. And Nair's going to try to push towards Market to see if they can actually give some support on to a bomb site. But if you look at this closely here, Aurel's literally right in the corner, and Neri does not know what's going on.
She
No
backs
footsteps whatsoever.
off.
And now at least Iceberg will be able to take down Yoki. So now they know there are enemies in mid. Slows the slow up just for good measure, slowing them down just a little bit, popping the brimstone smokes, but beautifully done. Making it seem like they were actually going towards A, but nope. They are gonna go straight towards B, so you can see the stage is now rotating towards B.
What a nice fake.
And now Iceberg still staying on B A side just in case. And they're finally on B side.
That was really nicely done. Delayed that by about 5-10 seconds before they realized that they weren't actually going on the A plan. They put down the smokes, which is the default smokes that you want onto the A push. But right now it's just going to be, an easy matter of cleanup.
Yeah, there was
right
textbook play actually coming up from Ahvuvulurant.
Default plan as well. 3 people left alive, so they are going to have a better eco situation also. Well, with 3 members taking their guns into the next round. Very nicely done.
Yeah, it felt like maybe buying some armor earlier on the 3rd round actually dealt a lot of damage towards the economy on the side of Celestia. So now they are down by quite a margin here, forced to actually eco this and bring it to a tie. Or maybe they can actually clutch this out. You never know. Especially on defense, you could just play a little bit aggressive. Because remember earlier on when they won eco and then they actually went towards mid push together.
Oh
defense.
yeah, that
they could
5-man pistol round
they can definitely do the same,
was
but I
done
feel like
so well.
playing against a team like Ahvuvulurant, you don't want to risk that because they're professional teams. So, it's a 1-for-1 trade against a team with guns. Definitely very, very worth it.
I know exactly where
Oh.
Cypher gonna be
Cypher's gonna be able to pop out the ulti.
Yep, she's gonna get vision of every single person over on the mini map. We are in a 4v3 in favor of Ahvuvulurant right now. have made their way onto side so far, but very fast rotation coming out from Celeste over towards CT side. Gonna spot up people in the container race. It's a very nice kill. Is really low, however, but does get the kill onto Phoenix as well. Drops the spike. It's gonna be 1v2 Ayumi. That was nice.
Yeah, this is I think this is where things get a little bit dicey here for both teams actually, not just for Celeste, because now everyone has the guns. Now things would be a little bit more fair, balanced. Two score still back to square one. This is yet again reminding that this is the best out of three, by the way. So there's it's still the same stakes. All it is down to, this is the grand final. You kind of have to put everything that you have here. So you kind of maybe want to take it slow on the first round, not pull all the cards out. You know, all the cards out that you have, you know, pocket threats or whatever. Especially Cheese, like they mentioned earlier on about the 5-man push eco round mid. Don't pull that out just yet. Maybe later on, closer to the end of the round itself.
Yeah, that's the thing, because semifinals are being played concurrently. So actually, Ahvuvulurant wouldn't have known that Celeste did pull out that strat just barely an hour ago. So they are always going to have strats like that in their back pocket, of course. I mean, they do train 3-4 times a week. So definitely expecting a lot of strategies from them right now. The default double brimstone smoke's going to come out along with the default sage wall as well. Phoenix Firewall going to go down over in the lamps just to block out some vision.
Iceberg will get a trade off there. Muffin gets taken out. Ayumi's the only one in B. And also at the same time, Valenceable 67 HP. Force will actually hold this side, waiting for the rotation. So they might want to go straight towards the teleporter. And Ayumi just skirt all the way back to B side. We'll be able to get the information out as well. Popping the cages, popping the spy cam as well. Get this dot down. Now information will be given out.
They found my wire.
Through the cage though, but he can't see her.
Careful now.
Information has to be dealt as well. Knowing that Nyanko is on the right side, but the hot hand system is going to be able to keep the regeneration of the health going up as well. And there's something about VALORANT that people need to know, that you never walk peek, because walking peeking is literally, it's always advantageous towards the peekers. So when you wide swing, you're able to have more vision and earlier vision on the enemy team. So it's always good to just wide swing, and that's exactly what the Phoenix player did, which is none other than Nyanko.
Yeah, your slow peek is literally bottom of the pile. It's the worst peek.
Yeah.
Your choices are probably fast peek or your wide crouch peek, which is you crouch and then you go for the wide and then you go back behind the wall, or you just straight up fast peek. Those are the options that you want to go for, especially if you're in those peak battles or those sniper peak fights, especially since a D side will always have peak advantage. So if you're on the attacker side especially, you want to be able to utilize that. Right now, it's going to be a 1v1 over down B. Flash going to come out though, but is going to lose that fight versus Jenny. Jenny's going to pick up the very nice kill onto Inari. So it will be a 4v3. It looks like they've decided to push in onto A. It's the choice by Ahvuvulurant right here. Double brimstone smokes already down there. Going to wall up the right side and go for the left side plant. So now it's all just a matter of whether they can keep the spike safe. Does get taken out over in U-Haul.
Ayumi is the only one alive. She only has the ghost as well.
Yeah.
No utilities whatsoever this round.
Yeah.
Best bet is to just get exit frags at this point.
Exactly. Especially Cypher on attack, last person alive is always going to be rough. Cypher's really sort of agent where you really shine on defense. Not to say that Cypher is bad on attack. I mean, abilities such as the Cyber Cage are also pretty good for when you want to be pushing onto a site. But defense is really where the Cypher shines. When you're in one of those 1v3 situations towards the end of the game, it's really hard as a Cypher to pull off those clutch diffuse.
Let me show
This
you
time
how
around,
the
they're going to
boss
see they can actually penetrate through hookah and mid-side here.
Yeah, I like that
A-lane.
they're switching it up.
Yeah.
thing about trying to go through hookah is that it's kind of a 50-50 whether the person in hookah is going to be on the left or on the right. So if you're going to go through hookah, you really need to go for the multiple person push, or you need something like a Sova drone to drone into hookah to really scout out the situation. Right now, Ginny with the slow push through showers. We talked about it a couple of times today. A bit of an underutilized spot to go through, but when it does pay off, it pays off big. There's the Hunter's Fury going to come out just to check out the default A plant site.
That is
that's
such a beautiful
nice.
play there.
Yeah, almost nearly got Sage as well, trying to back out through showers.
That was
Trying
so
to force.
smart.
Yeah, that was the Hunter's Fury to flush the team out so that they could pick up the kill over in showers. That was nice.
That was such a
pincer
smart
move.
play there
Mhm.
from Ahvuvulurant. You can definitely tell they had that strategy down to a T. They played that before.
Mhm.
And I was wondering why Genie was pushing towards showers ever so slowly and not trying to
Mhm.
peek out at all. And I felt like they had that idea from the start. And wow, what an amazing play!
Yep, that was very nice. Nearly picked up 2
Yeah.
as well. Really close call for the Sage. This is going to be 2v5. Spike does get planted by Ahvuvulurant. I think now that we are about more than 5 rounds in, this is round 7. I think like Celeste has already, you know, felt out Ahvuvu's general playstyle and just how skilled the girls are. You can see them kind of pulling back a bit in their playstyle when it, you know, when it's down to the wire, when they're thinking, do we want to go for that, those last minute clutch diffuse situations. You can see them kind of having a bit of hesitation, not sure if they want to go for that because they know just how stacked the Ahvuvulurant side is. I mean, that sort of thing might have paid off in group stages, but not here, not in the grand
Yeah,
finals.
definitely not.
What is this close up?
Up close and personal.
What is the zoom cam? FS, please.
So right now the score is 5-2 Ahvuvulurant. Right now, eco-wise, pretty decent at best. But you can tell even Aurel is actually almost maxed out when it comes to economy, and she only died 3 times in this whole map itself, especially on this side, especially on the attack, which is kind of interesting. Aurel is playing the Brimstone, so she's still popping the smokes, waiting for everyone to go through.
Yep, so, okay, so the spike was just picked up by Sage. I thought that they were going to do a delayed spike drop at the start, which actually we see pretty often on Bind in particular, as well as maps such as Haven as well. I thought they were going to try it this time. Which generally shows that, you know, the team hasn't quite decided which site they want to go. They haven't quite committed. They're playing for picks. But did get picked up. However, Muffin does get taken down. So good thing for them, though. They were able to retrieve the spike very quickly. So Brimstone does have it. The bad thing, however, is that they're down 2 members right now. 3 versus 5. Maybe the start of the turnaround for Celeste, but we'll see. It looks like looks like they want to rotate around towards A instead. We'll go through A main this time. Aurel with the spike gonna hang out pretty far behind there. Is the Brimstone smoke kind of blocking the entrance? So now the offensive smokes are going to come up. They don't know that Sage is over by the back. She's going to take out the drone going through U-Haul, so the drone is going to spy out that Sage is there right now. Don't know that Raze is there, however. And Sage, with some very good shooting through the Brimstone smokes, is going to pick up Nyanko as well, making it an easy round pickup for Celeste.
This is why in that kind of situation when you don't have a Sage wall, try not to plant default. I mean, even if planting default is one of the easiest ways to do it and get a really fast plant. And those kind of situations when you know there's someone, especially
you want to clear
side,
side and go for triple.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's usually
you
the
can
play.
fake a plant. You can fake a plant and then try to go for maybe a 1 or 2 kill and then go for the plant itself.
Yeah, the thing is, I think they, you know, thought that even without the wall, they could send Sova's drone through U-Haul and maybe gather a bit more information. So they did know that Sage was there. However, I don't think they saw the Raze in time, and that's really showing the importance of making sure side is clear.
So right now, this time around, they're gonna try to see if they can actually push towards B long. Econ-wise, they have money, they have guns as well. So right now, Neri playing a little bit more aggressive. This time around, Neri's gonna be playing
Camping
on
through
A
shower
long.
with a sniper.
Which is
Oh my
interesting because
God.
Aneris was playing B and now Raze is
Joke's
playing A
over.
instead.
You're
I mean,
dead.
B instead.
Yeah, I like how they're changing it up. I mean, an area we've seen, really favors these aggressive type of agents. We saw her in Arena, saw her in Phoenix. Ray's just straight out getting shot into the wall over in the
Yeah,
back with this push.
There's nothing much you
Multiple
can do
man
there.
push. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're 1v3.
Yeah.
You just, unless you've got something like an Odin or a Judge, it's going to be a bit impossible.
Now Aneris coming from behind.
Come on,
Yep,
let's
coming
go.
from screens,
Utilizing
pops
the
the
running back.
ultimate.
Yep. Managing to get the kill here. Oh my goodness, forcing the street flash. Super aggressive flash. Definitely very worth it in this current position right now. 3 versus 4 situation. Just wait. You just wait this out. To get the kill through the flash. Takes it down, but the fight is still on the way here. Ayumi takes down Yanko. 1 versus 2 through the smokes. RL takes him out. And there you go. 6-3.
That snipe through the flash was absolute perfection right there. Also, they got another kill, I think, through the cyber cage as well. It's really what I enjoy seeing in high-level Valorant play. A lot of times, for example, when you see, if you say see a Reyna on the team or an Omen, they lay this, smokes it down. A lot of teams will decide to go for the Reyna eye. They'll shoot that instead, which opens up, opportunities for, say, an Omen to teleport in the back or for it to just straight up shoot you in the face. I think if you're a more experienced player, you'll see the smoke coming out, but if you know where they are, just shoot through the smoke. And we've been seeing such accurate shots this time around in the last couple of series. It's just very nice to watch.
And he's trying to play a little bit more aggressive here. This is actually what I want to see from Celeste. I feel like Celeste is giving a lot of respect towards Ahvuvulurant. It was kind of different earlier on when they were playing against MNX.
Yeah.
Maybe because Ascent is more of their map, maybe. I'm not really sure. But in Bind, I feel like didn't they?
I mean, they're a bit.
They're
It feels
13-0,
like,
right? This
yeah,
time?
they feels like they're a bit more cautious on
Yeah.
defense. I think especially. But yeah, the previous round as well, Inari's flash was done so well. The thing is, the one drawback of your Phoenix flash is that you can only flash left or right. You can't actually flash straight. But when she was running straight onto site, she actually threw the flash onto site and she looked away and looked back, which usually is a bit dangerous because when you're looking away from your flash, you're never sure what will happen. But she played it very well.
Oh, almost did it actually. Tried to clutch that. But Muffin still alive. Muffin takes down 3. Ayumi will come back through, but the Phantom takes out Muffin. Beautifully done there actually by 33. Actually managed to get down 2 through his showers and then tries to go for the double kill with the showstopper, but unfortunately for her, I think if I'm not mistaken, Invincible actually managed to move towards showers. So there you go, 4-6 at least like right now. Finally coming back a little bit here, Celeste.
Yeah, it looks like they're finding a bit more of their footings, taking the first few rounds to really get them a bit more, I think, comfortable with the way that Ahvuvulurant are playing. I think I'm kind of hopeful that after the swap we will see a different, more aggressive Celeste. We'll see more of the Celeste that we're used to. Looks like going to be multiple man push through hookah this time around.
This time around, they're probably gonna know that this is gonna be a the B push. But it's really interesting. I really want to see how Aneri plays up later on the other half.
Yeah, Sova is actually very useful on Bind in particular, just because you have useful spots to send your drone in, which is through hookah as well as through U-Haul over on side A. Also, because this map has teleporters, actually if you have your Sova playing on, say, A for example, you can quickly send your drone through the teleporter to quickly get vision of site B. So on Bind, Sova is very versatile. He's able to give you a lot of vision and scouting.
But will be able to take down the stage, so they don't have a res coming out for Ahvuvulurant. This could actually be a good round for Celeste to come back and get the momentum going for their team, and maybe close it out 6-6 on the first half.
Rotation coming in through A right now. There's just only Raze over on the back side of U-Haul as well as Phoenix over in screens in heaven with the sniper. Phoenix Wild gonna come out to block vision, but that's just the call for the rest of the team to show up to defend. Orbital strike, very nicely placed, but it forces the Raze as well as Phoenix out though, so they're gonna pick up the kill onto Nyanko. Nade straight into U-Haul. It's gonna flush. Yeah.
Yeah, the economy for Ahvuvulurant is gonna be extremely hurt here. They're not gonna be able to buy up, I think. No. Oh yeah, they're actually still gonna buy up.
Yeah, they get the 1,000 credits from lost streak since they lost 2 rounds.
Yeah, but at
in
least
a row.
now if they lose this one, yeah, and then their economy is gonna be pretty hurt. And then we bring it back to 6-6, but still advantages towards Celeste. But then again, this is going to be the end of the first half, so it doesn't really matter at this point. They're going to buy up right now.
Yes, this should do.
Buy everything that you have. Spend it. What do they say in the game? This is the last round. Spend it. What? I'm not really sure. I forgot that voice line.
I can't remember, but it's a bad life lesson, kids. Don't listen to what they tell you in game.
Buy
saving
everything.
is good. Saving while you're young is even better.
Buy everything.
No.
Everything in the
Tune
Riot
Act
store.
This out. It's what I've been doing for 2 days, guys.
Buy everything in the Riot store. Just do it.
Buy a skins.
Yeah. The glitch pop skins are out. Buy it.
Elder Flame, so sick.
Iceberg takes
Alright,
one.
push through hookah, as well as B main.
Ooh, it's a 2
Picks
for
one
2
up back
trade here.
container.
And this is going to be a, I feel like it's going to be a B lockdown. There you go, they even take the third one as well, so it's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation
Joke's
here.
over.
Yeah, it was a double teleporter though, so it is a very fast rotation from the 2 members of Celeste still alive. It's going to be a 2v2 straight up fight.
So they know that the stage is in hookah as well. So if they know that both of them are in hookah. Whoa, hello? Muffin, what are you doing? You know what? I'm going to give you credit for that. That's very, very bold of you. Not even caring a single bit about this last one. They just went ham with it. Muffin!
I mean, they knew B main was clear, and she knew that she heard the teleporters, so they were likely going to both come through hookah, so she just went for the res. At that point, I mean, you're not going to carry your out points into the next round anyway, so you might as well.
But at the same time, you have to figure out that
3v2.
when in this kind of situation, I would think that my teammates will actually help you out. But the rest of the teammates went towards long, and she was so confident in herself, knowing that she can actually take 2 of those down. Went all by herself, just holding it down. What a beautiful play there, Muffin. And now 7-5 the score. This is what you want to see, right? Celeste on attack. Am I right? So maybe this time around we can see Inari playing a little bit more aggressive here, especially on this Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm hype. We saw her in game 1 of map 1 on that Reyna, dropping that 20-30 bomb in the semi-finals. Also, we saw her in the first season of Valorant Open. Pull out that Reyna in the finals as well. Oh, Iceberg.
Yeah, exactly.
13
What happened?
health already. Not sure how that happened. I think we missed that. It does get healed by Sage over the start, so that's just going to be about a 40-second cooldown. No big. Raze does get taken out through hookah. They do get the return kill onto Cypher over towards spawn. So it is going to make it an even 4v4 right now. Straight up pistol shooting. Sage versus the Phoenix. Phoenix does have the hot hands, keep himself topped off. Gonna run down through B main for a sec. Muffin with the sneaky play through the teleporters right now. Going to catch Cypher over on the left side if she's not careful. As those doors open, it's just gonna be 1v1. Her versus the Brimstone, and Muffin takes Iceberg down. They also get vision on the spike. So it's pretty bad for Celeste right now. Not looking too hot. Cypher solo. They still only have 2 members. Ayumi down to 22 health. Pops the Cypher Catcher just actually very defensively, even though they're on the attack side. But 22 health just finishes 1 tap away from going down right now. Last person left alive, but very nicely played from Ahvuvulurant. They heard the sound of the teleporter, knew that Phoenix was going to come there, just straight up through the fire onto the floor for that easy kill. Dude, one thing that's always bugged me in this game is that when you see Phoenix versus Phoenix, I feel that the mechanic should be that if the enemy Phoenix throws their fire on the floor, I feel like it should still heal you. I mean,
You know what? You're right.
literally
Yeah.
the same fire.
You're right.
I really feel like that should be the mechanic. I mean, what are you like?
No, you're
like
not wrong,
only your fire heals you? What?
Yeah.
How is that a thing?
But then again, if that's the case, then the flash, for example, Reina's flash,
Mhm.
both Reina's flash, if they have another Reina on the other side.
I feel like that mechanic feels a bit different somehow because it's not like the
Whoa.
fire. It's like there. I don't know.
I love the taking turns when it comes to getting those
The
kills.
peak,
Yeah, the
mhm.
double peak they're coming out from the
Mhm.
side of Ahvuvulurant right now. Juni is really low on HP.
So-
Even Sova as well. The Sova's forced to actually play a little bit safer here now.
Yeah, they're gonna use a lot of utility right there, Cypher Cage, as well as the drone to scout out if anyone else is down B main. They don't quite know that Celeste have already rotated over towards
Imposter
A
kill.
side. Muffin picking up a very nice kill. Gonna heal off her teammate to keep themselves topped off. Right now it's just Brimstone over for the side of Celeste. Is still alive, holding the spike, and I say that he
No
goes down,
chances
gets headshot by Muffin with some very nice shooting. Muffin, I think, and Yoki were previously from, I believe it was No Name Mad Army, who did play in last month's first Valorant Open, which is why if some of you guys are viewers from last month's Valorant Open, you guys would recognize some of the IDs as well. It's because there have been a couple of roster swaps, name swaps here and there.
9-5 the score. Guns up for both teams. Spectre still on the side of Ahvuvulurant here. So they have not upgraded the guns just yet. If they actually manage to win this against a full up, gunned up Celeste, this is gonna be a huge economy boost as well as momentum boost, momentum damage actually coming out from the side of Celeste here. So they need to make sure they get a really good couple of first pickoffs. All about getting those entry frags here. Neri has been struggling this round. Right now the score is
Careful
going to
now.
be 10-10. Popping the hot hands just for good measure, trying to figure out if they can actually pop out from the cubby over there. I need to figure out. There's 3 members here on B side. Rotations have been dealt from Ahvuvulurant. Cypher Cage has been popped as well. Flash is still available, at least from a Neri. Can go through the Cypher Cage, just pop up there. And information has been dealt as well. So gunshots coming out from C Belong. Brimstone has popped out the ulti. The smokes as well. Now they're going to go towards A. And this is very, very fast rotations here coming out from both teams actually. If you look at Ahvuvulurant as well, they have rotated towards CT.
Yeah, very fast response hearing the teleporters through to A. Generally, you hear that, you want to straight away make sure you have vision down on showers.
They only have 30 seconds though.
Yeah,
They have
and
to make
plus
this
site
push.
is not clear. They've got 2 people on site, 1 person in U-Haul. Phoenix as well is already being taken out. Very good positioning from RL. We were saying you straight up need vision down into showers.
Whoa.
Plant attempt.
Beautifully done then.
3v2 though.
Definitely
Slow
in
up
favor
into
of Celeste here.
U-Haul. Recon dart gonna go out just to spot out some more vision. Oh, they don't know the sage is on the other side of the wall.
Now it's gonna
One
be
more.
1 versus 3.
One more. Cypher, can he make this happen?
They have to actually survive this. There you go. At least they take out 2 players, but definitely very, very well done there by Celeste, holding it down very well. And also, not to mention the stage plays earlier on with the wall, rotating at the same time as well, beautifully done. So now score 6-9. Still definitely in favor of Ahvuvulurant just still. And when it comes to economy as well, they finally can get the perfect guns that they need to do so. So either of these teams, if they actually manage to win this, they're gonna be in lead of economy.
Yeah, this is pretty much a crucial round in terms of eco. Because both teams have full bot, but don't really have enough credits going into the next round if they lose for another full buy. So be forced to eco. After that, would be worse for Celeste if they do lose this, since Ahvuvulurant, if they do win this, will already be at 10. Oh! Fastest fingers first!
Yeah. She tried to shoulder peek that, but in showers, definitely the last thing you should do. I mean, you would never expect anyone to be there anyway. Now you should, usually is right in the corner, but she was out in the open, and unfortunately she got taken out. And now, oh, beautifully shot there. Tarithiel actually managed to take down Yoki.
Yeah,
Now,
that's actually a very open spot for you to be in hookah.
Yeah.
Usually you want to really hide either left or right side behind the boxes.
oh, Tarithiel
over
actually
at
got
the
a really good
entrance.
kill with the paint shells as well onto his Genie.
I know
What?
exactly where you are.
Popping the ultimate ability now. They're trying to figure out if they can actually get this kill onto it. Volincible still alive. Ayumi gets the last one as well. And now Celeste keeping things going. 7-9 the score.
Yep, really keeping things very even in this game. Whew. I mean, it was what we were hoping to see. We were hoping to see Celeste on the attack, bringing the score even closer in this game one. Is exactly what they've been doing so far.
And this is going to force out an eco. Or maybe if they want to catch Celeste by surprise, they can soft buy this. But I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to just slightly, maybe just buy a little bit. Maybe just Muffin. Muffin's the only one that actually kind of bought up.
Yeah, bit of a mix by Ginny, just actually straight up pistol with 0 armor at all. Yep. Yeah, she knew that was gonna happen. In with the stakes such as this in a competition, you know, you're in the grand finals. Your opponents are no slouch. You've only got a pistol, no armor. You're kind of expecting to go down pretty early, so it's not gonna cost them all that much. What's really crucial here is the next round. After this one, this time, like, you know, VALORANT, they're just trying to get as much as they can out of this one. But if they do drop this one, it's not too much of a concern just yet.
Muffin has a Spectre, knowing that there are at least 2 in showers. So I guess they have to hold it down. They are down by 1 now, down by both of them actually, no, actually now. But Ahvuvulurant actually down by 4, and now the only one alive is going to be Muffin. And while Celeste actually really coming back, I feel like they might, like you mentioned earlier, they might be a more attacking side of team. Which is kind of interesting. Both of them have ciphers, but then the difference here is that they have a raise instead of a Sova, and I feel like when you want to attack Sova's not really somewhat of a convincing type of hero agent to actually deal damage as well.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, your usual 3-core and pro play for Bind is going to be Cypher, Sage, and Brim. Sova, as I was saying, you know, does provide a lot of good vision, and you can send the drone through the teleporters, as we talked about earlier. However, most teams do opt to actually just play Cypher, Sage, Brim plus 2 entry fraggers. Not to say that Sova is a bad pick. You can't utilize him very well, but in terms of offensive strategy, I think it's going to be a bit lacking. That was nice.
Yeah, 37 HP though for Genie now. Run it back, utilize from an area as well. Trying to go for the really easy kills here on towards the Yuha. Now Muffin yet again, and so Muffin going ham with the Spectre Spectre actually. And 3k here for Muffin. There you go, 8-10. And they finally actually won a round on defense.
Yeah, Muffin might be one of the most aggressive Sage players.
Yeah, exactly. This is
I've
what I mean.
actually seen, to be honest.
She's definitely feeling it right now. She's leading the board here with 16-12.
That's the thing with Sage, right? So in general, I think early on, about within the first month of Valorant launch, we kind of see 2 different types of Sage players. You have the Sage players who play very safe, play in the back, play the typical support team healer role. And then there are the types of Sage players like Muffin who play very aggressive. The thing, the advantage of this playstyle is, you know, you have your own heal, which if you do take some tap damage early on, you can always heal yourself. And the thing is, the more kills you get, the faster you actually stack your res, which means you're going to be even more useful for your team after on. So it's kind of the 2 ways they want to play Sage. And I mean, we all know which one Muffin is. She's doing great.
So now Tarithiel trying to see if they can actually enter towards Hookah here on B. Popping everything. Trying to figure out whether anyone is below the window. So pretty much every single utility has been used here just for this B Hookah. Trying to figure out whether they can find some information. So now he's gonna find out the information on. Alright, guessing game. Tarithiel actually took some damage there. Now they're gonna push towards B. Now, where's Muffin? Muffin has the Vandal instead of the Spectre. Vandal's a little bit harder to actually control the recall, especially when you want to get those multi-kills. Sees Muffin. Muffin takes down one. Sees there's 2 remaining here. Tries to go towards the blind kill there, but won't get anything out of that as well. And now she knows that there's someone. One Muffin tries to go for the second.
I love how she actually has res available. But, like, she's just gonna go for the triple, the quadra, all by herself instead.
And there you have it, Muffin. I felt like one of the reasons why Sage is such a good fragger, it's not just more, I mean, the character itself, the agent itself, is supposed to be a support agent, right? But if you look at the composition they have on the side of Ahvuvulurant, they have no one else except for the Phoenix to actually do most of the entry. Flashbang, run through. So it's either Aurel or even Yoki having to move first instead of the Sage to actually move first, because Sage kind of has to hold down the bomb, get the plant, and then also stay on the back. This allows Muffin, if she has good aim, which she obviously does, allows her to get those really good frags on the back, which, I mean, that's pretty much proven here. She already has a resurrection as well. Ginny, yet again, getting the really good entry frag here for her team. And now going to slow down the push here. Yoki, yet again as well, getting a really good frag. And now they're pushing towards Hookah for the side of Celestia. Now they are rotating towards B as well for Ahvuvulurant. Actually, now they are thinking of moving towards B, yep.
You will not kill my
Resurrection
ally.
has been popped as well, so now they know that there's at least 2 to 3 players here in B mid, figuring out whether they want to rotate or not, or they might just freeze here in mid, mark it, and then maybe rotate back towards B. But I feel like they're probably gonna go for this this A rush here.
Yeah.
They have smokes though, right? They have smokes. Let me see. Yeah, they do have smokes.
Yeah,
They have
they've
smokes.
got
They have
all
orbital
the-
strike. They have steam beacon as well. So
They've got it.
definitely doable.
They've got enough for the standard A push, so there it is. Oh, orbital strike gonna come out, and Mary getting straight up shot through. They are gonna drop this spike. Absolute disaster for the side of Celeste. Only Sage and Brimstone still left alive in a 1v4 triple kill coming out for Nyanko. And I don't think we've mentioned it yet on the cast, but Nyanko actually is the only and first Singaporean female to be playing on an overseas team in this tournament.
Oh,
Exactly. So you know, we've got no full Singaporean team in the finals or in the semis today.
There.
But you know, I'm supporting. I'm repping my
There.
girl Nyanko all the way.
that's in Yanko though. Oh, no wonder she has like 12 ping. That means Aurel is also.
Yeah, that's why
There.
she's got 12 ping. That would.
So
be
these 2 players should be from
I don't
Singapore as
think
well, right?
Aurel.
I mean, she has 12
Okay.
ping as well. So.
Aurel was from Rising 5. I don't think it was. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
They are from Singapore.
This is how you
Muffin
literally
is
find
from
out where
Thailand.
players are from Singapore now. If you see 12 ping, and when you go solo queue or ranked online, you see that 12 ping, Singaporean, 100%.
That's true. Could be. What is the ping for Malaysia?
20 something, 24.
Really? Even if you're like south? Even if you're like.
Yeah. Oh, now it's a vision. Oh, my goodness gracious me.
Yikes.
Beautiful headshot there on towards Tarithio. Gonna slow things down for Celeste to push through, but they're still managing to actually go in. And now, Nyanko has the hot hands, checking out whether anyone's there on the left side cubby. Information has been giving out. But there's one rep behind you, buddy. Canary, really low on HP. The only one alive here, still on site, is going to be Gnocchi as well as none other than
Oh,
Ginny
it's match
with the
point. She needs
operator.
to make this happen.
Yep. Unfortunately for Valencivo, she's going to get taken out by Yoki, and that's pretty much it for the first map. Ahvuvulurant takes it 13-8. I wouldn't
Ooh.
say this was a roll though. This was actually
No,
quite
for
a
sure.
close
This was
one.
actually really close.
Yep.
Yeah, 13-8 is a very close score. Yeah, wow. I mean, Celeste, we were thinking after the swap that they would put up a better showing. They did, just wasn't quite good enough versus Ahvuvulurant. Ahvuvulurant, I really like what we're seeing over in Game 1. I think so far their games haven't been on the English stream. They've had some of their games over on the Thai cast. So if you're watching the English streams, probably the first time a lot of viewers are getting to watch them along with us. And I mean, they have such good playstyles. They like know how to defend. They know how to attack. They're very good at rotating. Of course, the mechanics are all there as well. It's
I think
just
both teams know how to do that very well in this one. So I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen in the
Yeah,
second map.
I'm very impressed because Ahvuvulurant actually, so we got word that their first game together as a team was actually their group stage game yesterday.
Wait, hold
So
on. Did they practice beforehand?
no, no.
No?
Yeah, their first game together was I think yesterday's group stage game because so this current five kind of six, so this
Okay.
is Ginny's first time playing in the tournament with them. Ginny's actually only subbing in the finals right now because one of Nabsky, who's been playing with them, had to go off at 5 p.m. for something else, so they actually asked Ginny to
Ah.
play for them if they got into the finals. But the thing is, their roster with the 6 people is kind of new for Valorant Season 2. So they took 2 members, which we were talking about earlier, from No Name Mad Army, Yoki and Muffin, and then Nyanko and Aurel are from Singapore. Nyanko is on a different team as well. And Aurel is from Rising 5, who won WESG last Southeast Asia last year. So very high skill cap for individually for all of these girls, and the fact that they're really being able to put it all together and play as a team
Yeah, exactly.
is really what impresses me. It's
surprised,
like
yeah.
queuing into solo queue with 5 people who are so highly ranked, but yet they can work together. What? That never happens. It's always like, mid or feed. I want to carry.
It
That's
usually
it.
happens in Immortal though, because everyone has this same type of mentality that
Mhm.
they are all supposed to be competitive because you're all immortal, right?
Mhm.
You grind every single day at Valorant to keep that rank. So
Yeah, I think I think there is a mix of diamonds and immortals.
mhm.
Yeah, on the team, but I mean that's what is that saying? Muffins to something or whatever. It's pretty much the same thing. It's more or less the same thing. When you're that high up, it's just like a few tiers. It's not really much of a difference. But guys, that was game 1 of our grand finals. We're gonna go for a very short break, allow the teams to reset a bit before we come back with a game number 2. You definitely don't want to go anywhere. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the FSL Open Valorant 2. Now we're back to the second map and what might be the last map of this best out of 3 grand finals. Leading by 1 point, it is going to be none other than Ahvuvulurant against Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
And really hope to see Celeste bucking up a little bit here because this might be their last chance to actually be still in the running for the championship.
Exactly, since we are in the best of 3, VALORANT did pick up that game number 1 over on buying. This time around, we are on to a split. VALORANT is starting out on the defensive side, so we have swap mapped on both sides. Both teams have also swapped around. Celeste is starting out on the T side, which is really where we hope to see them shine. Of course, before the game starts, we'd like to take this moment to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, Intel, Dreamcore, Super Solid, as well as our media partner Yahoo, for supporting us in this iteration of the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open. Huge shout out to our sponsors. Also, just to recap what these teams are playing for this time around. First place gets a whopping $500 US. We have upped our prize pool. Second place does get a very nice $250 US as well. So they do walk away with a nice chunk of change for a weekend's worth of play. But both of these teams, of course, no one's aiming for second place. They're both aiming for the top.
Yeah.
But yep, with that, guys, we are into round number 1 of game 2 of the grand final best of 3 series in this season of the FSL. Valorant Open already is a 4v4. Sage on Celeste with the spike this time around. Looks like,
Oh, almost actually got a 3K there, but
oh, that was such a nice headshot shooting with the pistol. That's what we like to see.
and Neri right now on mid side of A, hoping to see can actually get a pick off here onto Jenny. But Jenny's not gonna be picking out just yet, playing it really smart here. Oof, my goodness, what is going on in this first eco round? I mean, the pistol round. The one taps are insane at this moment right now, figuring out whether it's a good idea to go move towards back to try to actually fake it out with the sounds of the sewers.
Yeah.
But I think they're not that,
They're not
easy
gonna
to
fall for it.
yeah, because they have the Cypher camera there, so just so they don't really have to go. Roll's gonna be finishing up now. They are up by 1 point, and we were talking about earlier on how these two teams are so close neck to neck, and we were talking about even if it's a 7-13, even if it's an 8-13, even if it's a 4-13, both of these teams are actually really close when it comes to if you just look at each round and I see how each
This
round
is a nice
actually
spot.
went through. And this is a really good one-way as well. This is gonna block just this and this and leave the feet wide open, so you can actually see them still around the side of a B main. So you can actually see later if they are trying to push it with B.
Also, once again, we do see the Omen pickup over Brimstone for the side of Celeste. Omen is very strong on this map.
And there's gonna try to pick up mid. Now they know that the spike is down. This is going to give a lot of information, and you can tell they're just rotating towards ropes as well as heavens. Now they know that the spike is there. Now they're just holding it down. And they're just waiting for waiting for the time for the smoke to go down. So for shot there, but will not be able to do so. Remaining kill is gonna be the last one. Valinceable is gonna get taken out by Muffin. I mean by Aurel, and very, very convincing first 2 rounds, but you know, we've talked about this before, first 2 rounds, not really much of a deal, I would say.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal breaker. However, they are playing on split this time around. We've mentioned time and again in the last 2 days how it's very D-sided. It's really in favor of the defenders.
Don't hold back.
And how we were talking about in professional play, a lot of the games on split do end in ties because once it swaps to D side, it's very hard to lose rounds if you know how to play properly. And Ahvuvulurant definitely know how to play the defensive side on a split, as we've seen from the first 2 rounds. But third round is really when people, is when teams get their guns, get their shields, get more utilities down. You can see Celeste, I think mostly of this.
Let's see if they will try to see if you can actually get a pick off here in mid, which is highly unlikely, I would say. But then again, I mean, you can never come down that out. Now I can see a lot of plays actually from the side of Ahvuvulurant and still trying to see if they can actually pick off towards mid. Inari popping the fault line, applying some pressure towards mid as well. Pushing in towards 1, 2, maybe no. Nyanko's gonna get taken out, and finally, Celeste can actually gonna be able to get the bomb planted here.
Yeah, they're
On
going.
A.
Yeah, they're going for the plant behind signboard, which, as you were mentioning yesterday, is a bit susceptible to getting wallbang because you can't shoot from heaven straight through the signboard. However, it does block off a couple more angles. Usually, if you're planning behind signboard, you do watch heavens, kind of smoke around the back over at screens. 5 bullets left, though, as an area. Very gutsy play right there, not even going for the reload on the magazine.
I mean, if you have a Vandal, if you're really confident in your first few shots and your crosshair placement's on point, 5 bullets is all you need for that last player. So
I mean, one, one or two.
I mean, 1 bullet's enough,
just need to get them straight in the head.
So very well played there by Celeste, finally getting their point on the board as well. 2-1 is score here.
Easy game, just shoot heads.
Basically, that's my motto actually. Just click head. Whenever someone asks me like, how do you play the game? Like, how do you get better? Well, you take your mouse and you point onto the head and click.
Come on, what do you think I've been doing this entire time? Shooting feet? I mean, come on.
Genie has the Sheriff now. Let's see if we can actually do some damage here with the Sheriff. And Sheriff, up close and personal, a split in mid-range can actually get a really good headshot and get the kill, instant kill. In fact, and popping the wall. Gonna have a really nice stroll there towards B sides. Yanyumi getting to take out Aurel. Taretio will be able to take out one more as well. Nyanko coming from behind. And I think this is pretty much it for the B side, unless...
Second attempt at planting. They do make this sound. They do know that it's gone down. Just Reyna left on the team versus the Sage Omen and Cypher.
With a ghost. And now they're going to be able to point out the location as well. They know that she's in heaven because...
they heard the bullet shots, as well.
Cutting their vision.
Oh, there's one in heaven right on the right, but she doesn't know though! Gets taken out. Easy pickup. And Celeste, they're gonna tie this one up at 2-2. It's kind of what you were saying, round 3 is really the turning point in a lot of games where you might, even if you do lose round one and that snowballs into round two, round three is kind of where we really start seeing the potential of all the teams once they get their specters, they get their utility as well as the full shields. So Celeste, they've been doing a good job of taking the last 2 rounds back to back. There's the Cypher camera, a bit of a different spot this time around.
This is actually one of the most
Joke's
common
over.
spots we see
You're
usually
dead.
utilized by Cyphers, especially on attack for split. You can actually see a lot. Oh, and I see that Muffin takes 1 down with the running back, so they're gonna be down by 1. Do they have a res? Nope, no res just yet. So this is gonna force them to play a little bit slow as well. Now they're down by
Careful now.
1. They have to take it slow. They do know that a player is on mid bottom as well. So
My ultimate's
right
not
now
ready.
the bomb is on stage. Iceberg has the Phantom, has the wall as well. Could definitely try to maybe push with its slow all, but this time around they're gonna figure out whether they can actually push this A site, which is pretty much, I feel like it's pretty much been one of the easiest ways to push for them, at least for now. And Aurel has a good position here to get a lot of kills with the Phantom. It's his first shot. Cyber Kitch has been popped as well. Gets taken out by Muffin. Muffin through the walls. Literally someone's right beside him. Oh, misses the shot on towards Ayumi, but we'll be able to control the recoil just a little bit right behind you. Oh my goodness, Muffin with 4K. Maybe go for the ace here.
Ace,
On your
ace,
left. Oh no! Gets the last
Scumbag
one.
teammate! Scumbag teammate! How could you? Robbed! Robbed! Hashtag Muffin was robbed! I mean, okay, I get it, it's a team game. You know, as long as your team picks up the ace, it's fine. You don't need to penta, you don't have to, but I mean...
If this was an online rank, then I would say that, but
I mean, no, if this was her Twitch stream,
Let's
I mean,
go.
come on. So you wanted to go straight to the highlight reel, but nicely done. I mean, Quadra, nothing to
yeah, you have a point
sniff
there.
at
It is for the
either.
clips, though. You're right. Gosh darn it, Aurel.
KS. That's when you just type KS in chat. You type question
Do
mark,
you remember
question
back
mark,
then when
question
people
mark.
actually get mad for like...
What do you mean back then? You mean like last night? Me?
No. It's been a while since I've actually gotten like someone being mad at me for kill stealing. Like, remember back
We haven't
like,
played together yet.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, you're not gonna... never mind.
Excuse me?
Off your feet.
Oh, Rolling Thunder coming through from the side of an area here, but no one's in heaven, so now they have to figure out whether anyone's near stairs. And definitely has to pop out Cyber Cage, but Yoki takes 1 down, takes 2 down. Yoki maybe go for the third, but Aurel's gonna be picking up the slack, takes down 2 instead. Now the only one alive is going to be none other than Iceberg. It's gonna be hard though, but at least takes down 1 and tries to maybe go for a resurrect here. And now they know that Aurel's here, but let's actually figure out where they can actually take out the last player here inside. Really low on the HP. Iceberg with the big brain plays there.
Beautiful play to boost yourself on top of the wall. Absolutely no one was expecting it. I get this nice headshot over into the back of B site. Right now, rotating around towards Heaven over on A.
Yeah,
Her game is up though.
yeah, that's definitely one of the hardest angles to actually push in. There's one on the left and one on the right. What can you do?
Exactly.
Unless
Especially
you have
when
a
you're
flash.
outnumbered.
Yeah,
as
unless you have
well.
like flash or like something to add.
Drone in.
Yeah.
It's a common spot as well. Yeah.
Well, 4-2 right now. At least this time around, it's not as, far away. It's only 2 rounds.
Yeah,
ahead,
definitely very
yeah.
close.
And if you look at the scores, you're right. A Muffin going ham here, 8-4, and then picking from behind, 7-2. Only died twice, by the way, in this round. In this match.
Yeah, I mean, Muffin
Aurel.
doing Muffin things.
Aurel's 7-2 right now. They have ultimates as well. They have 3 ultimates for both sides at least. And I really expect Aurel to actually do a really good orbital strike here, knowing that they're gonna push out A. Popping out the smokes. Good. Smokes coming in from Omen as well. Popping out a Molotov just for good measure. And now they know definitely one is around Helm. At least both of them.
Needs to
Yanko
reload.
will be able to take him down. Yanko gets taken out, unfortunately, and Aurel taking a lot of damage in Heaven's spot to get located. Jenny with the operator. Muffin doing a really good job here. Has to remove the spy dart. Now needs to figure out the locations of the remaining 2 players. One side of being one.
You will
Fully done.
not kill my ally.
Resurrection coming up as well. Last player is going to be on aiming. Celeste will actually manage to take down one, but Yanko will be able to finish up the target there. And there you go, 5-2. Economy-wise, pretty hurt, I would say. Pretty hurt for the side. Actually, not just yet, because they were on a 3 losing streak, I think, that's why.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
For them, but I think that last round really just showed why Split is so heavily decided right now. The thing is, for the T side, right, on Split, even if you do manage to get the plant down, on Split in particular, it's just, I think the retake is just easier than it is in general on the other 3 Valorant maps. So even if T side do get the spike down, a lot of the times we see defenders being able to defuse after that, which is part of why it makes things really difficult for Celeste right now.
Now they're gonna try to see if they can actually rotate towards the swords here, but I think this is gonna be a fake because they are making a lot of noise actually.
Joke's over! You're dead!
And again, if you look at it, yep, there you go. Smart plays there. Tries to figure out whether they want to rotate this towards B. Also running back to the park as well. Now waiting to actually see if they can actually pop out the smokes. They will pop up in the smokes as well. Nyanko just waiting right now. The Sage, you know what's interesting? Iceberg is still here. I think they want to try to do is figure out whether they can actually divert the attention on it and then go towards A, but Iceberg's not going to play games, so she's going to play it really safe. And this is going to give information to the side of Ahvuvulurant to proceed back towards B.
I agree. Also, they're playing it very smart in terms of the timing. It was about 40 seconds. They're like, you know what, we've got to go. We've got to rotate quick right now. They're 30 seconds going to setting up for the hard push into B right now. Tara Theo, whoo girl, with the flashy raise plays. Bubble Strike gonna come out, picking up Valence. Bubble Muffin does a takedown to Rathio, so they do get the spike plant down onto site B. We are 3v4. Right now, Ginny is trying to get a snipe over through heaven, but no one's really peeking. Doesn't have any one to really pick up. You say that, but Muffin's just straight up on the side, picking up that triple kill, getting that easy defuse at Muffin. Absolutely popping off.
13-5-1 currently right now. The KDA for Muffin. Trailing behind 9-3-2. Aurel has only died 3 times in this match. And that's going to be such a huge ego boost for herself as well. For both of these 2 players. Just feeling it right now. It's a Muffin as well as Aurel. Doing such a great job in this match.
Oh, go back to the spawn side. Do you know the Happy Store?
Happy Store?
Yeah, they recently changed it, so over on T side, no, at the spawn to the store at, never mind, I don't think there's anyone there anymore, so we can't get a visual down there. We'll see when they spawn later, but they changed that to be in line with the new neon skins. Anyway,
okay, I know what you mean, the glitch pop skins?
Yeah. Anyway, back to the game.
Now they need to figure out whether they really want to push this pivot side. If it's a slightly, and there he gets the slight hit shot onto its Muffin. What a beautiful play, but reply is coming out from the defending side here with the trade. Taretio gets taken out. And I feel like they might want to try to go towards the ropes because they have yet to actually push towards ropes throughout this whole period of time.
You will not
they have at least one more flash
allies.
here from Aneri. The flash one is still up and running. 20 more seconds to the flat line as well. So they might want to figure out whether they want to push this Heavens, and I feel like this would be a better idea to actually push towards Heavens. To figure out where they want to towards ropes, and they do manage to get the Resurrect onto a Cerithio. With no armor though, no utilities at all whatsoever. Going towards ropes is such a... Oh, that's going to be rough. Have the camera as well. So now they have the position being exposed. They do know that players are actually in the stairs Heavens. Pushing towards B main as well. This is what I want to see here. Taritio take down 1. Go towards mid B main. And Neri takes down 1. And now they need to figure out where the last few players are remaining. And here they are, coming towards Heavens. As well as CT. Franco has the inlet. She can use the Empress as well if she wants to clutch this. She has a pop in. She's super low. Look at that. Ayumi. Just 1 health, probably, but gets the health back up. And Neri finishes it up with a headshot onto Nyanko with the slow peaks. And there you go. 6-3 finally gets a point yet again as well for Celeste.
Yeah, this is the comeback that they really needed. mid this round. 6-2 was getting a bit rough for them, especially since they did drop game 1. They are going to need to keep this momentum going up. Looks like Sage probably going to head back to pick up the spike. I don't think that they are going to go for a bit more of a delayed spike drop at the start. Yep, they are going to hold it. Something I kind of wish that we would see more in the FSL Valorant Open, though, is a bit more of the delayed aggressive split push style at the start. But anyway, I'm sure we'll see it at some point.
Oh, the wall actually, but it took him perfectly fine. The aftershock was gonna hit him anyway, so it's not a good idea for him to actually, for her to actually push through the site. Now Invincible won't be able to take down the walls on mid. Now they're trying to figure out whether they want to push this mid, which is actually doable at this point because they are stacked up in A heaven as well as B main, which is kinda interesting because there's no one stacked in A, but at least they do have the cameras here. Genie playing super aggressive. Now we'll fall back.
Pushed all the way out to garage to as Cypher. Usually your default spot is actually camera down B long, and then usually you sit in the back of B side. So definitely very pushed down. Nyanko picking up that easy double. Will she make it a triple though? And she does, gets the overheal as well off of the Soul Orb from that. Still not choosing to read. Oh!
The reflex from oh man,
Such
Nyanko.
good, yeah, reflexes, also very good discipline. She had 7 bullets left in her magazine, but knew that was still a 4th member of Team Celeste, just waiting around the wings. Not sure if they will walk through the smoke or not.
At that point in time, if you reload, you're gonna give out your position as well, and knowing
Exactly.
that your enemy at reload, you'll just push in.
The thing is, I feel like she wasn't thinking more of that. I feel like she was thinking more of like, well, my teammate is going to pick up my Quadra because she's going to get the 4th kill instead of me. If I reload, she's going to get... It didn't matter because her teammate picked up the kill anyway.
True.
I feel like that's how bloodthirsty these girls are playing right now, and I love it. I mean, straight up, I love watching this style of play.
And now Nyanko up to 962, the KDA for herself. Definitely feeling herself as well. Singaporean member here, and alongside Aurel as well. The rest from Thailand. Proving to be somewhat of a strong competitor here in the grand finals, and now they're pushing yet again. Try to go for 1, 2, maybe 3. Go for it.
Oh,
last one is going to be none other
have
than
to reload.
And there he goes for the double with the Sheriff, but definitely still not that bad. Actually, getting a double kill there in an eco round, very commendable.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, they're going to make the lead 8-3 in the last round before the swap. So we're going, let's see. Yeah, they've pretty much gotten their full buy. It's all Phantom Vandals all across the board with their full shields as well. So their eco's in a pretty good spot. If they do drop this round, it's just going to come down to strategy and not economy. Celeste are definitely going to be hoping to make this 8-4. Although since split is so heavily decided, who knows? They might be able to turn it around after the swap. But if they continue to lose out a bit, Nyanko with that very fast entry kill. Right there, over on A main.
And there he actually managed to take down Nyanko during the Empress. So that's going to be such a huge advantage there. With ulti on the right, just headshots. Aurel tries to go for one more, but Genie with the operator just holding down the angle will not let them through heaven easily, forcing them to fall back as well. Now, utilizing that from the shadows, are they going to actually
everyone hiding?
I play
What is
Cypher.
this roleplay?
I play
Come
Cypher,
on.
so I know that happens a lot. It's because you're gonna keep spamming that X button on the corpse right before you reach
Cage
the
triggered.
distance that's allowed to actually pop the ulti.
Cage
So I know how it feels like, Ginny. Give me a corpse.
Good to
camera is
know.
destroyed.
Good
Now
to
at least they still
know.
have Muffin, and Muffin, just as I say her name, is gonna be able to finish it up. And now
Yeah.
she knows that the last person is near B main.
Yeah.
Gosh, and there you go.
They do destroy the camera, and the thing is, when you take out the camera, you are actually giving the enemy knowledge that you're actually on site to physically shoot it. Some agents do have a work around that. If say you're playing Sova, you have your dart, or if you're playing the new agent Killjoy as well, you do have some opportunities to take out the spy cam with your own ability, so that's a bit of a soft counter. But yeah, if you straight up just shoot it, then the Cypher's for sure going to know that you're there. So it does provide that extra bit of intel, which is all Cypher is about.
So now the score is 9-3. They only need to do is win 4 more rounds here on attack. And they will be crowned the champions of the FSL Valorant Open 2. But is Celeste gonna give them away that easily? I don't think so. Now this time around they are going to be on defense, so might be a little bit easier here for Celeste, as this is a very heavy-sided map towards the defending side. Nice look, has the wall's gonna block the push here coming in from the side of Ahvuvulurant. At least 3 members here popping out the slow up, maybe try to hit that cubby over there. But rotations coming out from Ahvuvulurant, figuring out whether A side is a better choice here. Just wrecking a little bit, trying to figure out the positions as well. This is what I like to see, you know, finding out where the opponent's positions are. And there he takes down 1, tries to go for the second blind, but it's not going to be easy. Yoki takes down 2. Now it's going to be a 2-on-3 situation here, utilizing the wall to block out screens as well. Muffin takes down 1, so it's a 2-on-2. No heals here, second from behind. Iceberg comes in with the clutch. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 2 situation. Oh, that's a lucky shot against Yoki. Oh no, definitely did not know that there was someone on Helen. That's not going to be easy for her to actually see that. Surprisingly, the boombot did not hit her just yet. Tries to go for the kill, and there you go. Iceberg along with Tarethia will be able to take down Yoki, the last person remaining on the attacking side, and gets the defuse as well. Congratulations, and they will finally win a round. But at least this time it's on defense, and maybe they can come back from this here.
Yeah, we do see this happen a lot actually on Split. We've seen, I mean, in a lot of the other tournaments across the world, you see scores like the 9-3, you see like 11s going into before the swap, and then suddenly you see like an 11-11 on Split. It's really not unheard of, and in fact it's fairly common. So there's definitely still room for Celeste to make a comeback into this one.
I recently came back from a 3-9 deficit, all the way from 3-9 to 13-9.
Oh! Gets the double before the Sage wall comes up. Sage very aggressive boost over onto the top side, wanting to pick up some more. Throwing the slow orb, but the entire team has been cleared out already. The breach is very low. Goes down now. Cypher, the last one left alive, but they don't have possession of the spike, and that's just going to be a signal for Celeste to go all out. 5v1. They're on the hunt for Cypher. Cypher does pick up in nearing with the classic, however, but that's not going to be enough. Tarathiel picks up the nice return kill over on Ginny to make this a 5-for-just-1 for Celeste. And they're going to take their first round pistol win into a second round win as well. And now we are on to round 3 after the swap.
Yep, the guns are up. All abilities have been bought as well, but Tarathiel definitely giving her a little bit of a boost there. Getting those really good kills, and now she has the Bulldog. In comparison to Spectre, definitely a little bit better when it comes to getting those range kills.
That was such inspired play. Like after they got 2, Sage just straight up jumped up onto the wall to try and clean up, which you usually don't see Sage do.
Right now they're gonna instantly just remove that wall from mid, and Genie taking some damage already from the painted shells as well. Waiting for the heals to come through from the Sage. Utilizing the camera to figure out whether there's anyone here on Heavens, which is something definitely most players should do, especially when you have a Cypher on attack. Now Muffin leading the pack here, has the flash, only 1 flash though, no utilities at all whatsoever. Popping the smoke, popping another flash, Lear comes through. We're already 1 player, beautiful flick onto its Iceberg head, getting Spider on him as well. Tries to take out the Spider, but unfortunately for him, I mean for her, actually manages to get taken out here. Ayumi with the triple kill. Figuring out whether this anyone on Heaven spots him. 4K. The last one should be literally on the side there. Tries to go for a 5K. That's going to be an ace from Ayumi. Beautifully done. What a play.
Oof. I don't think we've seen the player perspective on Ayumi for that much throughout the tournament so far, but this last round, now that we have, her aim is so good. Her tracking on her crosshair straight onto the headshots as well as the flicks in the first couple of kills, but just reflexes and crosshair tracking. Whew, absolutely beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, usually you do want to look at the players that are on the bottom right, because usually the entry frags are the ones that are leading the pack here right now, right? With Inari, Tarithiel, and Muffin as Orel. But you don't really see players like Ayumi popping off like that. And finally, you'll be able to see them doing just so. And it's a beautiful sight.
Yeah, it turns out Ayumi can shoot.
I'm pretty sure everyone is
I mean,
catching.
all of them can shoot,
Yeah.
but whew, that was a beautiful display.
And now they're going to proceed towards the A from Suez. I'm not really sure if it's a good idea. They are ecoing though. If they want to do this, they're going to pop the smokes and everything that he has. Just push through. In oh, whoa. Jigger peeking. Tries to go for the kill with the classic. Okay. And get the res as well. And utilizing the res during the eco round as well. This is very, very confident plays here coming out from Ahvuvulurant.
Barrier created.
Yeah, wall back through spawn.
They do have one gun as well on Yanko.
Okay, so now you should pick it up. Oh. Gonna take some damage right there, down to 97.
Utilizing the steam beacon to get the extra fire attack speed.
Yep, very effective on Reyna. Bomb is ticking already. Picks up a good headshot over through heaven. Gonna get rid of the bot around the corner, but doesn't take out Ray's too busy shooting at the bot. Didn't have time to get the kill onto Tarathiel, but some excellent shooting from Nyanko right there. I
That's
mean,
a thrifty.
Tarathiel, yep. That's going to be eco round win. I mean, Tarathiel, you know, props to her still. She dropped the boombot, which is really good in those tight corners. You really are able to flush out the enemies over there. And the idea with dropping the boombot at that instant was you drop the boombot and you rush in so that when the enemies focus on shooting your boombot, they won't shoot you first. But just Yanko with that really fast reflexive shot the boombot instantly. Got the kill onto Tarathiel as well, making it a 10-6.
Figure out whether they want to
Feeling
put
safe.
They're popping the Lear really, really early into with the steam beacon as well. So no peeking
Joke's
whatsoever.
over. You're dead.
Running back coming up from Muffin, trying to get this really easy first pick off here, but knowing them, they're not gonna picking this out. Oh my goodness! Actually getting a really, really worth the run back as well. Now they're down by 1. Do they have a res? I'm not really sure. They don't have a res just yet. I do believe so.
Yep,
On the
no
defense side, only
res.
5 to 7 when it comes to ultimate charges here.
Yeah,
Cutting
Raze
division.
does have the fire
Out
in the
of
hole.
charges.
They also do have the breach ultimate as well. Reyna does have her Empress up, but that's just about it for in terms of her ultimate abilities. Shinny does get taken out by the sniper shot from Inari. Gets returned killed by Aurel, however.
down.
So 2 people onto site A. They do have Cryo right here, so they're going to grab the spike first. Aurel trying to get the peek around Albo, but does get taken out by Sage right now. It's a 1v1 situation. Raze.
Crosshair placement.
Ooh,
That was all about crosshair
girl.
placement. She was on point with that crosshair placement. Oh my goodness. Now 11-6. They won that eco on Thrifty, and now they win it consecutively as well.
This is actually really terrible for Celeste because
Yeah.
what they're choosing to kind of go all in on their abilities, in their shooting
Oh.
abilities, and that right now it's a kind of half buy. So 2 Spectres and then 2 Classic plus a Frenzy with no shield yet on Iceberg. So this is, in terms of firepower, they're very lacking in that regard. So what they're instead doing is they're saying, like, you know, even if we drop this round, we're going to win it before it match a point. But it's a bit of a risky move,
I
especially
know
2 members
exactly
down
where you
already.
are.
Cypher gonna upload, figure out where everyone on the minimap is. Clearing ramps.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be quite an easy plant here for Ahvuvulurant. They are done by at least 1 player. It's gonna be a 2 versus 4 situation. Now Iceberg at least has the gun up as well. But I think they might want to save this so they at least have the economy. Yep, they're going to try to save this, go give it to a 12-6 and then bring it to a tie maybe. But that's going to be...
It's very risky, but I love that. Like, it's showing confidence in their own abilities because it's showing that even if they're one game away from losing the finals, they still have confidence that they can bring it back. It shows that, you know, they're not thinking that, oh, the scoreline is 12-6. They're thinking we're going to be able to turn this around, which is sort of confidence that you want to see in the teams in the grand finals.
There you go, 12-6 to score. Map point, game point, match point. Yeah, for Ahvuvulurant. Championship point, actually. This is championship point here, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this could very well be the very last round of this entire weekend of the FSL VALORANT Open.
This goes here.
They want to push in towards mid yet again as well. They have everything that they need. They have all the guns up. They have the shields up as well. A lot of ultimates as well. And Neri has the ultimate as well here.
Yep, do or die. It's 4 ultimates. Over on the side of Celeste.
Popping the lid. Walls up. They're going to just shoot this down most probably. Now trying to figure out whether they want to push this through, which is definitely doable still. Tarithiel is right in the corner here near ropes. Smoke's coming down. She has to make a big play here. Cyber cage. He hears it. They hear someone actually going through the cyber cage. Now Nyako is up on heaven side, and you can definitely tell how aggressive they're playing here and how defensive the defending side is playing as well for Celeste. They know the stakes here. Knowing that there are 4 in heaven here right now, they might actually rotate. Oh no, they're just going to go straight onto the side itself. Nyako gets spy darted here. They're going to go for the retake here. Tarithiel takes one down. Utilizing the paint shells to figure out whether anyone's in hell. Which when you're right on your side, the barrel can be seen just by a tiny bit there. Muffin. Neri pops the ulti, takes down one, tries to go for the next one as well. Ayumi, Iceberg.
Are they gonna do it? Oh, they've gotten the team wipe. Now all they have to do is win 6 more rounds.
Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, especially on defense, for Split, definitely still doable. They can win 2 more rounds easily with the ultimate that they have. They have the Mirror Step, they have the Iceberg. So right now, I would assume that Iceberg is going to be, Ayumi is going to play a little bit aggressive to get this really easy first pick, and then utilize her Mirror Step, and then get the positions out from the side of Ahvuvulurant. That's expected from Ayumi here right now. That should be the play, at least what I think.
Yep, we'll see if that's the strategy that they do decide to go for. Looks like I think pretty standard start all around.
We go!
So defensive side from Celeste, typical Cypher on B, Sage through Heaven right there.
Yeah, they want to finish this up fast.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell that Ahvuvulurant just wants to finish this fast. And rotations coming up from Tarithiel, also knowing that the walls in mid are being broken down. Genie moving for Heaven. Utilizing camera to spot out the position. Leah coming up as well. Go through the walls, but perfectly fine. Be able to get taken any damage at all as well. Neri gets a really good pick off as well at the same time towards A. Screens here. Now they're rotating on towards A as well yet again. And this time around, Neri has a lot to do. Smoke's coming up. Popping the flood line as well to slow the pushes in just a tiny bit.
Right here.
And Aurel takes one.
Right here.
Knows it takes 2, maybe. No, Iceberg will finish him up. 4 HP on Ginny.
2v2.
And Neri misses the shot. The slow up is slowing her down. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation.
Oh,
49 HP. Right now, Ginny's 4 HP. Moving towards ropes. Right now, they need to move towards B. They need to make sure that they can actually manage to...
Gets
no,
caught
gets
by
slowed
the
down
wire,
as well.
so they know that she's there.
And spy darted as well, so now the
15
information has been
seconds
given
left.
out.
They have to go for the plant.
Changing the guns just for
No
good
more
measure.
charges left.
Allowing her to actually pop out the ult. Ayumi has to take the operator because she only has 3 HP. Whereas on the other side here, Aneri has ATHB remaining.
Oh, they've
Yeah.
got to go. This is
Neri
so
leading
tense.
the pack here. It's going to be used as bait. Maybe both of them peeking out at the same time. This is crazy. You're out of your mind, but there you go. And Ahvuvulurant will be the champions of the tournament itself. Congratulations to the team.
Whew. I think I had my breath held for the entire
Yeah.
last 40 seconds of that round as well. That was so close at the end. Just very well done by both teams. I mean, Celeste, you talk about them being the reigning champions coming in from the first season. Definitely won themselves a lot of fans. I think a lot of people were
Yeah.
excited, us included, were excited to see them make it in the finals of this time around as well. But Ahvuvulurant, man, those two games were good.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy that I'm able to witness this, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, because it's very rare that you get to see these kind of plays happening here, especially during the grand finals. And very, very happy to be able to be here as well at the same time. But kudos to Ahvuvulurant, man. Look at that. Nyanko 19 to 12, Muffin
Oof.
19 to 15. Arel, I'm gonna be honest with you. This team is currently stacked at this point. If they keep going
Yep.
with this team, they can even win other tournaments
The
as well.
scary thing is that this is their first tournament together
Exactly.
as this roster. I mean, wow, what a team, what a powerhouse. We've been talking about how, these five girls, kind of six as well. I mean, Nabsky, who unfortunately had to miss the
Yeah.
finals, but was playing throughout all of yesterday's group stages as well as the quarters and semis. They're all just so individually talented. Individually, they've been on different teams and have multiple tournament wins as well, or tournament placings with those teams. This is the first time this roster has come together as this five, and what a start for them, winning the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open 2. They will walk away with a cool $500 prize money. That's just team dinner tonight. Maybe a keyboard for your coach.
$500 for team dinner? Wow, what?
It's $5 for Taiping. Sorry.
Yeah. I would expect that, and then you can use that money to buy something else. I don't know.
To buy something nice for your coach. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
congratulations to Team Celeste as well. Second place does walk away with $250 US in prize money. Also, since we did up the prize pool this time around compared to last month's tournament, actually Celeste, when they won the first season of Valorant Open that we had in July, I think they won 200 in prize money. This time around they got second, but they're winning more. So
Technically, yeah.
hashtag worth.
That's true.
But yeah, also props to third and fourth place, of course, Team BB as well as Team M8 Hexa that we saw earlier on. Third, fourth gets $75 US each for their team. But I mean, huge props, huge congratulations to all 32 teams that we saw this entire weekend. I mean, bunch of good plays. I was impressed definitely by the quality of the games that we saw this weekend. Also, the thing is, because this tournament, I mean, the last time we had this tournament was only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but we saw a lot of the same teams sign up. And the thing is, watching some of those teams from last month to now, you can definitely see how even in the span of just 3 or 4 weeks, they've definitely upped their game. They've improved, they scrim, they're better at those strategies, even just mechanics and everything have improved as well. So it's definitely very nice to see.
Yep, definitely indeed. And I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, my bad. We got word from production. The prizes are in SGD. My bad. My
That's
bad.
okay.
We are in Singapore. We are in Singapore. But yeah, once again, huge shout out to all of our sponsors for making this tournament possible. Intel, Dreamcourt, Super Solid, as well as our media partner Yahoo. I think we will probably, it's in the works, it's in talks right now about when or if we'll have another Valorant
I hope you guys
Open
do.
3 in the future.
Yeah, I hope you guys do.
exactly. Big same. But guys, if you liked what you all saw this weekend, do follow FSL.gg, FSL FPS as well on all of their socials, whatever platform that you guys are watching on. I think Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Yahoo as well have live streams for this. So yeah, just watch the streams, clip the parts that you like from the last weekend. Just comment on socials. Also, if you guys want to follow either of our socials, if you guys want to follow us online, I am Ray Richu on pretty much all the socials. I think Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
They're all Ray Richu. And yours
You can follow
are?
me on twitch.tv/Hafiz. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm saying like Hafiz1009. But yeah, thank you so much for having me here. Actually, I really enjoyed this cast here for season number 2.
Yeah, it's also our first time casting together.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
it was fun. It was fun. Like yesterday after the first game, and we were like, "Wow, this is working so fast." Usually, like new caster duo synergy takes a while, but yeah, I had a blast. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for spending your weekend, especially if you were here yesterday as well as today. Thanks for spending the weekend with us watching these games. We hope you had a fun time as well. Till next time, till we meet again. Stay safe.